date, despite attempts by the US Justice Department to block its publication. In the book, former National Security Advisor John Bolton described how President Donald Trump asked Chinese President Xi Jinping to help him win the 2020 US election. It also gives more details about Trump's involvement in withholding military aid from Ukraine in exchange for investigating Democratic rival Joe Biden. There's clearly quite a lot to talk about. I'm joined now by Euronews journalist Ryan Thompson for more. Ryan, I've mentioned a few of the claims there, but some of them involve things like Donald Trump saying it would be cool to invade Venezuela. What other revelations have come out of this book?
Well, it's quite a laundry list. Certainly the biggest piece is this request for electoral assistance to Xi Jinping. But it really goes in detail from the Ukraine affair to calls with Russian President Vladimir Putin, help to the Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, heart attack phone calls over North Korean de-escalation, approval of human rights violations taken in the Uyghur community in China, and this bombshell suggestion that journalists should be jailed if they don't reveal their sources. So certainly there is a lot here. There's trivial stuff as well, such as that really comment on the president's competencies and put them into question, asking if Finland is in Russia or if the president can be persuaded or played by these foreign leaders. All in all, it's really a long series of jarring and troubling encounters between the president, his advisors, and some foreign leaders. The U.S. publication, The Washington Post, has really been combing over these all night. It was really just a matter of time with thousands of copies of this book sitting in warehouses, ready to go out. Of course, parts of the U.S. government and close to the White House are pushing to block the publication of it, which is scheduled for next week.
There have been books to come out of the White House before, but this is different, isn't it? Because it's the first time someone with such authority has been able to come out on the record and make these claims public. What do you think the repercussions of the book are going to be? And also, people will be asking, some of the claims that have been made by John Bolton, why have they been made now in this book and not months ago at the impeachment inquiry?
Well, there was a lot of speculation of whether John Bolton would testify during the impeachment inquiry. A lot of people on the Democrat side wanted him to, saying that he had information that would be relevant to their case. It's possible that the answer simply lies in money. I mean, to publish this book, he had a $2 million advance, which says a lot. If you don't reveal the information ahead of time, revealing it at a later date will sell a lot of books. So simply, it could be as simple as that. But it's also really here the first time we're hearing from a White House advisor who had the level of security clearance, such as John Bolton. We've had books published before, such as Fire and Fury, which had bombshell information, but it wasn't actually from someone who worked in the administration, who had this insider knowledge. Now, the White House is sort of moving, as I said earlier, to block the publication of this. Earlier in the week, they published a lawsuit hoping that that would stop it. Now they're sort of escalating their claims, issuing an emergency order through the Justice Department saying that this book contains classified material. John Bolton disputes that, saying that he's gone through the process with the White House. He's tried to do the right thing to make sure that this book doesn't contain anything that doesn't need to be